It's March 10, 2025, Monday afternoon, about 1:30. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I am out and about. I'm in the Manset part of Southwest Harbor right now. I'm headed down to the waterfront just to have a look. It snowed this morning. We got about half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of sort of granular snow, but it warmed up. It's in the upper 30s now, and most of it's melted. My driveway had pretty much melted out by the time I left home. Sorry about the jumpy camera, but the roads are a real mess right now due to frost heaves. We've been getting a lot of freeze thaw, so there's not much I can do about that. We'll pull in to the Manset Town Dock parking area and get the camera pointed out over the water so you can see what it looks like here. We are right now about 2 months from the startup of the boating season. I just last Friday put in my deposit for the marina for this year. So that was painful, but you know, my wife can no longer manage the dinghy ride, so that's what happens. So anyway, I'm gonna just come down here into this little lot and park, and we'll look out over the water. You can see this is still snow covered. There is actually a fair amount of ice here. I'm just gonna pull over so you can see. Well, I'm not going to go there. It's ice and I don't want to keep going, so I'll turn the camera. Here is the view out over Southwest Harbor looking north. That's Cadillac Mountain in the distance over there, and some of the other hills of Mount Desert Island. Pretty a little snowy up there, but not bad. Temperature is 37 degrees. Have a nice day. Okay. I'm gonna continue home. Just went to the grocery store to do a little shopping. We needed a gallon of milk and that sort of stuff. So we're on the way. And I haven't been out much lately. My wife and I went over and walked in the Sewell campground and picnic area in Acadia National Park last week. I went myself one time in addition to that while my knee was feeling better, and yeah, that was kind of it for last week. Didn't take the camera for those trips because, you know, I still can't confidently film in the national park because they have not yet updated their policy to reflect changes in the Explore Act, which supposedly allows a video for YouTube without a permit. But until they actually change their written policy, I'm not gonna, if you will, cross them. So what I'm gonna do now is head on over to the boatyard and have a look at Sequester, which I have not been to for a couple of months at least, and see how the boat looks and see if there's any sign that the yard has done the little repair that I asked them to do, which is just to replace the clip that holds the shift cable in place on the transmission. A little metal clip rusted out, and I was unable to shift the transmission in and out of gear right at the end of the season, if you'll recall. So I asked them to fix that. I bought the parts and put them on board, and we'll see if they actually got around to it. So I'll show you what the boat looks like when I get into the shed. This is the turn right here to go over there. Like I said, I haven't been there since, gosh, I think I went over very briefly in early January when it warmed up, but that's about the last time. But I'm gonna have to start working on the boat pretty soon to get it ready to go in the water, if I'm gonna have it in the water in, say, 2.5 months. So yeah, it's that time of year. We're just about there. Yard looks very quiet. Just gonna pull in here and we'll go in and see what the boat looks like. Doesn't look like anybody's been in there lately. Not since the most recent snow, anyway. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, I'm up on the boat. Haven't been up here for a while. Feels different. Just gonna walk up, have a look at my deck repair. It looks like it's still holding. How springy does it feel? Well, here we are looking aft. Doesn't appear they've done anything on the repair. It's still pretty cold in here, so I wouldn't expect them to. But the owner of the yard just walked by, and I will go ask him if they've done the work. Anyway, there's Sequester in the shed here in March 10, 2025. A little over 2 months to get her ready to go back in the water. So I'm going to climb down and go talk to the yard owner. Okay, well, the boat looked pretty good. It's really icy near the doors in the shed, so it was very tricky maneuvering around in there. Didn't manage to talk to the boatyard owner. He was in the middle of something, so I didn't want to disturb him. So gonna head home. So that's a look at Sequester today, March 10, 2025. I don't know if this guy's gonna move or if I can just get around him. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just gonna pull over a little. So, okay, here we go. Well, still 37 degrees. It's cold and icy in those boat sheds. It's one thing about those metal sheds. They provide good protection, but they're not warm in the winter. It probably won't warm them up in there to the point where I can work until April. So anyway, but it was kind of nice to go up on the boat for the first time in a while and see that it's still there as we head home. Ooh, I apologize for the bumpy ride. This time of year we get a lot of freeze thaw, and that causes frost heaves in the roads. Because these are old roads. This was built as a wagon road, or maybe just a path for horses before that. And at some point it was paved, and it ended up like it is now. But they do not have, you know, the kind of road bed that would be put in for a new road out here. This is just, you know, dirt road or a path widened into a road, maybe at some point graveled, and eventually they put some pavement down on it, and then, you know, it is what it is. Oh, here's a deer standing by the road. There's 2 of them there, one further back. 3. Yeah. As we're heading home. And I will show you the ocean from out here, and then we'll call this video over. Just wanted to give you a look around the area today. And here we come up to seawall. This is the stretch of road that was washed out by big storms last winter, and storms haven't affected it at all this year. Let me turn the camera. And here's the view looking out over the ocean as we drive across here. Pretty calm today. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna call this video over. You've seen a little bit of the ocean and everything, and had a look at my 1973 Allied Princess 36 Sequester. And hopefully I'll be up there working on the boat again pretty soon. Okay, thanks for watching.